So I've been getting into this whole thing regarding better managing my money, executing finances, um, being able to understand how to work on levels where it really don't cost me a lot of physical energy, where it's more of a just mental energy. So throughout the years, I've probably met some top executives in tons of industries, from hotel to retail, from constructions. I've had an opportunity to kind of break bread with them and kind of use some of the things that they said. And then on the other side of it, I have also, connected with some people that are considered influencers on a social media standpoint, where when you talk about generating more income, passive income, generational wealth and all that stuff, from credit building and credit resolution, credit solving, from trade lines, you name it. This is not too many people I haven't sat down and spoke to. And a lot of those things I tried it, and it ain't work. You know what I'm saying? And I think, from paying money for people's services, and they got something out of it, from which is financial for me, but I didn't really get anything by being able to follow their blueprint, based off what they say the law says when you're dealing with the three major credit bureaus, or just dealing with just normal business transactions. Just with normal business transactions, there's a lot of things that I kind of gravitated towards because I thought it would make sense for me within the career I chose to always be able to make more money, or make outside money, or passive income. But it never worked. However, I had the pleasure and the blessings to meet a brother, a Muslim brother, Haitian B. And man, me and his brother been knowing each other for like 3 weeks, maybe 4. And everything that I've gotten, he told me, which typically he charged 10 grand just for consultation with the stuff I'm trying to do, with me trying to buy a hotel and buy a couple ATM machines and vending machines and laundromats, those things that I'm trying to acquire, along with managing clients. The recipe he's giving me has worked. I'm not gonna give too much of it away, but from the rebuilding of the credit, I wasn't in a bad situation as far as credit, but it could have done better. And with his knowledge, quick turnaround. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no 90 days, ain't no 30 days. It's turnaround, and it's legitimate information that he shares. So when I look at the number of what's his consultation fee, I'm saying to myself, first, I'm like, this man out his regular mind. But being able to break bread and understand why those numbers are that numbers, is the same way if you go to Harvard or Yale or Princeton or Duke, any of those top Ivy League schools, you have to pay for that type of education. I myself been fortunate enough to go to college, and I had to pay for education. But the things that I've learned from him, they didn't teach me in college, and I went to business school. So from understanding just about performing notes and underperforming notes, property provision, maintenance, I think that's what it is. Or maybe it's not that, something else I'm thinking about. Surplus taxes, just being able to find out how you can, instead of just trying to build a business, go buy a business. I'm talking about, the brother had taught me so much, and then when I'm trying it out, it worked. He and I, we worked on a deal together, and the deal was gonna bring us in over 200,000. However, the legality side of it kind of like didn't go right, but we came very, very close. And this was for just 2 phone calls when he told me how to do it, and I studied that whole night, the whole structure of how to do things. I studied the entire night on how to do it, and I came and I went back and I went back at it. And I'm like, man, this right. It costs some time because, of course, anytime you learn something new, you got to do your due diligence yourself. And so that's what I did. And we had a deal that the proper people had signed the agreement. But at times you deal with shady individuals, and that's a situation that he and I are in the process of sending those people to court. And typically with a deal what we had, it's easy for me to say, hey, let me give you this, you know what I'm saying? But I felt that it made more sense for me to take what we was gonna get from that deal and put it back into another deal with he and I together. Because somebody said, well, that's just your money. Yeah, but he gave me the game. And by him being a brother, Muslim brother at that, I gotta be able to take care of him, you know what I'm saying, from the standpoint of the information he gave me. So it just kind of like, it didn't work in our favor, but we got a couple more deals that we're working on. Just all the information on the game he gave me, to the point when I tell you, being able to write letters to people that are in bad situations, that's carrying a load, and or their business is upside down, or their profit margins aren't there, and these people are really selling their businesses. It's not on, they don't have any signs saying they're selling their business. They just selling their business. But because I'm reaching out to them, it just allows me to, one, consult them on how to increase their profitability, or acquire the money, and not using my own money, being able to go to the bank and get the money to buy it, or using a deal that we came up with, that we got to buy it. So it's not a lot of money coming directly out of your account. Is being able to just move right. And I say all that to say that Brian is a beast. I ain't saying this on no trying to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about, I got letters and letters, you know what I'm saying? Like handwritten letters, you know what I'm saying? Like, you may say, what's the best way to get someone's attention when you trying to reach them? If you can't reach them on the cell phone, can't reach them on the email, the best way marketing, when you send somebody a white letter in the mail, most people tear it up. Sometimes I may get a white letter in the mail and I tear it up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I'm not reading it, especially if it's from a company I'm not familiar with. I'm gonna say 98.9% of humans, if they get a letter and this right here, and the information is written on here, they gonna read it. Ain't no questions about it. They will read it. So that's a little something I gave away for free, but that's one of the things that he taught me. Just something simple, writing a letter to the person, and they gonna call you. You send them an email, they ain't gonna call. You send them a text, they ain't gonna call. But they get one of these joints in the mail, they knew that this person took their time and effort to send it, on top of buying a stamp, filling out the envelope. So the brother gave me a lot of game, and I just wish that he could be on a platform and kind of quiet down these dudes that be talking about their money, because a lot of these dudes on this internet that say they got money ain't got no money, and you can tell they ain't got no money.